Oh, I completely forgot. Oh no, it's loading. Oh no.
Hello?
No. There we go.
Oh my god. It's a party.
Alright, there we go.
I love this server.
Okay, people are getting muted.
See you in 5 minutes, guys.
There's a tap chat.
I don't see it.
Oh my goodness. It's like right under the spider lounge one.
Okay. I see it now. Is anyone recording this, by the way? We got one of the OG, like, tap recording people here. Vanessa's here. Vanessa, you recording?
Of course Vanessa's recording.
Just like the good old days, fellas.
Except we were on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finn can't see it. Is that Finn?
What can I not see?
Hi, people.
Hello, friend.
Wait, is he still?
Hello.
Did Finn find it?
Finn, you can do it.
Speeches is probably not a good idea. That's a tap tradition that I don't think should come back.
Yeah, no, that's not something that we're gonna do.
Islin.
Yeah?
Probably put the exclamation mark in front of your name. You're like all the way down the list.
I have. What do you mean?
No, you haven't.
No, you're like really, really far down there.
Yeah, you probably need to leave and rejoin.
Oh,
there you go. It's fine. It worked. Oh, well.
Yeah.
I'm on Discord.
Okay, Finn's having some problems. Let me go help him.
Problems. Probably terminate.
So, how's the weather?
How many people are in here? A lot.
Yeah.
Can someone count? Thanks.
Oh my god.
I went to help Finn and then he abandoned me.
I'm sorry, I pressed the click to join and then I realized.
Yeah, it took me a while too. I was like, oh.
Thank you for guiding me.
You're very welcome. You're very
Okay.
I should tweet that this is starting. Fellas.
Yeah, hello guys and welcome to this week's karaoke.
Love memes. Okay. Are we ready to get started?
Oh.
Haven't done this in like a year.
Over a year.
Alright, here we go. Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Trainee Acceptance Party.
Oh my gosh.
Is that cheer? I missed cheer. Anyway, yeah, hi. We're doing a tap, if you guys haven't noticed. Don't know why you are here, but...
That's a real question.
129 people, okay. Wow, that's super fun. So, yeah, we have a couple things for you today. We have new trainees. Wow, surprise. We have an announcement by Island. And then
over a year, dude. Come on.
We have what else do we have? We have an announcement from a dude guy about translations, and we have an announcement from Snowy Kitty about newsletter, and I think Toki's going to jump in after between Islan and the trainees as well with something. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. For the people who are making announcements, by the way, I hope you know how to like unmute yourself because I ain't doing it for you.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Okay, so start with the new trainees. Yay!
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 Let's go, boys. Okay. I had like an hour to prepare and I don't have it. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
The first person we're going to be accepting today is from the UK, which is a surprise because I'm the e-recruiter, but he's very passionate about IT and gaming. Outside of Minecraft, he likes to help out in his local community, spending time with his family and listening to music. You are probably going to know him from staff request, but he's here to spread positivity and get to know the community further. He's also interested in advertising on other social medias, and is possibly looking to join social media. And that, of course, is Callum5771. Congrats!
Yay!
Congrats!
Good job.
Thanks for singing. Who's next?
Deja.
Novi!
Sophie.
Sophie.
Hey! Okay. The person I'll be accepting is from the US. They're a huge fan of playing sports like soccer, basketball, and track and field. If they're not outside, you'll maybe see them listening to music or playing on my. They hope to use their friendly and diligent personality to seek out anyone who needs help and impact the community positively. Let's give a warm welcome to Evans. Woo!
Yeah!
Congrats!
He enjoys playing tennis, practicing the violin, and hanging out with friends. He's actively involved with the community, and he's poured his heart and soul into the sub-teams that he's a part of. He's excited to begin working as a trainee so that he can help impact the community even further. If you have any questions or want someone to chat with, feel free to hit him up. I am accepting Shame!
Hit him up with any question.
I'm up.
Right. Justin. Anyway, sorry.
Alright guys, it's my turn. Alright, so the person I'm accepting is also from the United States. If he's not helping out others on Mineplex, he's probably sailing or playing tennis. In school, he's focusing on marine science and technology. On Mineplex, he hopes to use his stellar knowledge of the network to help as many players as he can. Make sure to congratulate Sickle_on-Trainee.
Policy and administration in Canada, but when they're not busy learning, they enjoy art, blogging, and generally being outdoors. They're recently returned to the community and is more fired up than ever to dive back into the staff team and to help others with whatever they need. As a former training management member, they're prepared to help however they can and whenever people might need a friendly face and a caring hand. So with that, please welcome Sven back to the staff team.
Yay! everyone. Good job, interviewees. And that wraps up all of the Java trainees. So let's talk Bedrock trainees now. And the first one, well, they're both from the US, but for the first person we're accepting, they love to play fighting games with their dad, especially Street Fighter. And when they're not busy with that, they have 10 cats and 5 dogs to take care of. Quite a handful. On Mineplex, they have some great fresh ideas for Bedrock and how things could be made even better, though they're most excited to meet new people and show them how fun Mineplex can be. They hope that you'll meet them in game so you can have a nice time too. And this person is MCXLA. Congrats.
Congrats.
With me, so go and send them a friend request.
Love it.
Name is beautiful. All right, and for the final trainee being accepted today, also from the US, like I said, they are a self-designated band nerd, and they really enjoy playing the clarinet and hanging out with friends while learning to play new and different styles of music. They're a very passionate and dedicated person who wants to do their best to help improve communication between the Bedrock player base and the staff team so everyone can be on the same page. Due to that, they would love to join the feedback and or community management teams in the future. If you want someone to talk current Mineplex events with, this is definitely the person for you. So please welcome Ashtonia to the staff team. Congrats.
Yay.
Okay, what was next?
We have a quick little announcement by Toki. Like, very quick.
Hey guys! Also congratulate our 2 newest moderators on successful completion of their trainee trials, Z609 and Mescat.
Woo!
Hey.
Yay. GG.
All right. Congratulations to you all, and now I'm going to give it over to Rune for a announcement.
Okay, so a lot of you have been waiting for this moment on the staff team, and probably most of you realize what is about to come. But as of today, and later is going to be an announcement, but our good old friend, the RA applications are opening. We are not doing job interviews. No, stop.
Stop asking. Stop.
Woo.
Good luck.
Apply to the best team.
Ooh.
All right. And then next up we have Dude Guy with some translations, announcements, and things.
Ooh.
I think. Right? Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
My lord.
Awesome. All right, getting my new translators pulled up right now. All right, here we go. So, I'm Dude Guy, the translations manager here at Mineplex, and I have 4 new translators to announce from the month of January. So, yeah, let's get started. First, we have January 1st, we accepted Waspter for Romanian. He's very active in the community. He's a great member, and he got a great score on his test. So, congrats, Waspter.
Congrats.
Woo!
Next up, we have Hagen is awesome for German. He was accepted because he's a current mod. He was very active on the Mineplex platforms, and he did very good in his test. Congrats.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Mining Creeper for German. He's very active on the Mineplex platforms. He's part of EA, and he did very good in his test as well. So congrats to him.
Congrats.
And finally, we have, oh god, Appel TJ Esap for Dutch. She's very active in the community. She has a good test, and she did pretty well on her overall application and as a whole, and is going to be very promising to the team. Congrats.
Congrats. Can you repeat that name for me real quick?
It's Dutch. It's Appel. Oh god, Appel TJ Sap. I'll message you. It's really long.
Appeltjesap.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yeah, it means
basically, yeah.
It means apple juice.
Oh, really?
Yep.
More you know.
All right, so basically, congrats to everyone who was accepted. If you're not accepted for whatever reason, just message me on the forums. I'm Dude Guy, and yeah, if TT interests you, then just apply. We're open for Romanian, Polish, Portuguese, Japanese, and Italian. So yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yo, this is awesome. All right, see ya.
Hi.
Aren't you already on translations thing?
No, I resigned from it a couple months ago.
Rip.
Feels
How
bad,
dare
man.
you?
Okay. And then in terms of announcements, the last announcement is coming from Snowy.
You need to unmute yourself. There you go.
Hello.
Oh no. We're doing great, okay? We're living. So first off, hey cuties, and congratulations to our new trainees. Very proud of all y'all. So good job there. I'm Snowy Kitty, a current senior moderator here at Mineplex. I know I'm not as cool as the other people who have been announcing today, but I promise that what I'm about to say is way more exciting. Totally. As some of you might know, I'm the current manager of the newsletter program. We work to publish our monthly editions of the Mineplex newsletter. I'm first happy to announce our next edition will be releasing in the next 24 hours. Well, I'm sure you're all pumped. I have a bit more interesting news. Are you interested in writing updates on recent releases on Mineplex? How about hosting games for the community to enjoy? Maybe even interviewing players to get their word heard? Or maybe you're more of a person to enjoy reading these passages and improving their quality. I'm proud to tell you I have a sub-team just for you. The newsletter program, a Community Plus sub-team, is perfect for anyone who has a passion for English. In a short 2 weeks, all eyes will be able to spot some mysterious applications popping up on the forums. Keep your eyes peeled for this mystical appearance. That's all I have for now. I'll see you guys around, and I hope to see some possible applicants arising from this crowd. Also, please make sure to read the newsletter.
I
cannot read.
After our commercial break, we'll continue.
Take two. Buy my merch. Yes. Okay. Thanks, Snowy, for that lovely infomercial.
I think I may have a marketing position for you.
Oh.
Just hook me up now.
Okay, people leaving.
Bye.
All right, before we get into the Q&A, because I think we did everything, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Yeah. Before we get into Q&A, if you're in game, I want you to focus on the body massage sign.
Oh gosh.
And the first person to tell me what that reference is gets an Omega chest from me or something.
Oh.
No, it's not a JoJo's reference.
Am I allowed to say?
Is that a JoJo reference?
It's not ASMR.
Logan got it.
Logan got it.
Oh wait. Okay. I was looking in the Discord chat, but sure. Good job, T-Spirits, Jenna Marbles. Yay.
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 Anyway.
Yay.
Okay. Yeah. Q&A time. So, as you guys have probably seen, there is a form in the description of this channel. You can go there and ask any of us or all of us a
Send the
question.
things.
Yep.
The description
don't.
is a karaoke list.
Close enough.
Whatever. I don't care.
Look at that too. That's important.
If you want to sign up for karaoke, you can go into the description.
We get 5 million likes on this video, gamers.
So, how are we going to do this?
No idea.
Go down the
Should I
list,
just-
I'm assuming, yeah.
Yes.
Who
So
wants to read off the questions?
I do.
I don't.
I do.
Wait, woohoo!
Okay, so, yeah, if you have a question, put it in there. Probably, if all the questions are answered, we'll read the channel, but only after. So the first question comes from Shame for Sage. And the question is, if you could become any animal in the world, which one would you be?
Oh, that's a good one. I would probably choose a fox because I like their fur.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you, Sage. Very
All
cool.
right. Oh my god. All right.
Sage is a bird.
I am not a furry.
Heard it here first. The next one also comes from Shame, and it's for all of us. Says, who's the funniest person on the recruitment team?
Me.
Nobody's
gonna follow up.
I think I want to. Oof.
Ooh.
I'd say
I
it
kind of want to
depends.
say. Yeah, it depends on the situation. I want to say Island because oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like he roasts so, and you get the funniest things, you get the funniest DMs and all that. So like you always bring like laughter to the recruitment team.
Aw.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Islam.
I'm gonna go with myself because I think I'm very.
Wow.
Thanks,
Thanks,
there you go.
Islam.
Wow.
All right. Next is from Wadi, and it says, "Do you like to play Sneaky Assassins?"
No.
No.
I used to,
No.
but I don't.
I
anymore.
love that game.
Gives
Yeah,
me
I love
anxiety.
Sneaky Assassins.
That game is so
Well,
fun.
It's
too bad it
literally
got
anxiety
removed.
of the game.
The worst game.
Dean
No, what
says
are you
it's about to
talking
be
about?
removed. You heard it first here,
It
folks.
was removed, right? Or
Ooh.
did they add it back right after? Pretty sure it's removed from like
thought it was
general
gone.
rotation.
Bad.
Just
No,
like
the
the
best-
best game.
It was the best game. What you had to do is you had to put on the old legendary particles and play like that.
Oh god.
That is a real challenge.
Yeah.
Next is from Vocaloid to Jared. What type of hedgehog is your favorite?
Oh my god. I could talk for so long about hedgehogs. So like the most common one to own is the African pygmy hedgehog because those are they're generally smaller and they're more sociable. I really want a hedgehog. I don't know if you could tell. So yeah, I would definitely have to go with an African pygmy hedgehog.
Nice. That sounds good. I don't know the other kinds of hedgehogs, so. Okay, that one got deleted, so guess we're not asking that.
Rip.
Too
Or
Cloud,
answer.
but Cloud isn't here.
Oh right, Cloud had to leave. Sorry guys. Cloud. Yeah, you don't have to. Can't give him any questions. Please don't.
Rip.
Yeah. If you have a question about Bedrock recruitment stuff, you can ask me or Island though. But yeah. Next, Vocaloid to Dean. Do you plan on doing? You said it was scouting, right? More scouting in the future.
I mean, that's something that we're always planning. It's just what it comes down to is that the people who are eligible for scouting most likely also are already in the application process or are already actively applying for trainee. So that's why it's super rare to see it, unfortunately. But we do still focus on scouting. Yes.
Yep. All right. Next is from Unfavorited. For all of us, as a recruiter, what do you find the most difficult about it? I think
it's recruiter.
Recruiter.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for correcting the spelling.
Okay, who's first?
Do we want to go in the list down the line?
Yes.
That means Jared is first.
What? Oh,
You're first, Jared.
All right. I would definitely say, like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I was originally like a pretty shy person. So like getting to know more people and being in like one-on-one interviews was definitely more challenging for me at first. But I also think that it's like a really good environment to overcome like things that are holding you back. So I would definitely say that maybe, I don't know, being social at first was definitely a challenge for me.
Okay. Sage?
I would have to agree with Jared. I'm a shy person, and I'm very awkward when it comes to having a conversation with someone. So I am currently working on that, and I am getting better. But that is also one thing I find that is very difficult about being a recruiter.
Oh, okay. And Finn?
I'm a shy person as well, but I don't want to like repeat everybody. So the first thing for me is definitely denying people, especially after they've reached like the interview or observation stage, because they've spent like a lot of time and obviously like we see something in them, but like something went wrong, etc. And it just makes me feel awful because they spent so much time into put so much time into the process, and we have to deny their application. But I guess it's gotten better with time because you have to do it so much.
Oh yeah. I've been here for 3.5 years at this point. My answer is going to be different from everyone's, but I mean, you could probably ask most of my supervisors, but I'm not the best at staying up to date with my paperwork. I pretty much always know what's going on, but I'm not very good when it comes to writing things down, so that's probably the most difficult. It's not being motivated, it's just, I don't know, it's just, part of it just doesn't click for me, so, yeah, I like to, I mean, yeah, that's mine at least. Islin?
For me, I think it's like keeping track of everything, having full-time school and recruitment general work, trying to keep up with what's going on in the community, since that's very important when you're so kind of keeping track of what's going on in game, what's going on Discord, what's going on the forums, and kind of building relations, if that makes any sense. I think that's always been the most difficult thing for me.
And Lovey.
Well, I want to say something similar to Fire. I do kind of I actually lose track of time really easily. So whenever I need to do my work, I tend to like, what I see normally is that I see all my work ready to go, and then I'm like, okay, I got plenty of time to do it. I can do other things outside of it that I can do later. But then suddenly the day of I have to do it, it's like, oh, crap, where did all the time go? So I think that's one of the most difficult things, is mostly just remembering that I have time to do things. But I can't really be the same as the whole introvert thing. I'm not an introvert, but I'm not social either. I was kind of already social when I got on the team. Not really. I was kind of introverted, and then I kind of grew out of it by the time I was an RA to recruit. But yeah, overall, I want to say losing track of time and making sure that it works with recruitment.
All right. And that is everyone.
Dina, what is your most difficult thing about recruitment?
I'm eating candy. Don't ask me anything.
The roast.
This is a question we get asked a lot. It's from Hiccuping. We'll go down the line again. Why did you want to join recruitment?
That starts with me, right? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. For me, I've always had interest in like, I don't know. At my old school, I worked on the literary magazine, which basically meant that I got to like read and give feedback on people's writing. So that part of recruitment has always definitely appealed to me. And another part is definitely that there are a lot of great people in the community, and it's really great to see these people like reach out and try to accomplish their goals and like use their passion in a positive and generally hopefully good manner. So being a part of that process and helping people figure out like where they can improve, help people accomplish their goals, has definitely always been really appealing to me. So when I joined the staff team and when I joined the staff team and then like 8 months later or so when I saw RA open up, I knew that definitely was going to be the team for me.
Inspiring.
I do my best.
Going along with what Jared said, something that just appealed to me was finding the next generation of staff members for the server. I thought it would be really beneficial if I can sort of get involved with that. And like I said before, I am a nervous and shy person, and I thought that Recruiter could help me sort of break free and sort of improve my social skills. And when you become a recruiter, you also have to read applications, do all of this. And I thought it would be beneficial if I could sort of improve those skills along with, breaking free and becoming more social.
Now it's my. Mine is similar to Jared. I joined a long time ago for the apps team, and I really like reading and writing, and I wanted to read the apps and comment on them, and I wanted to meet new people and learn new things about the world through interviews and all of that. And that all sounds kind of corny, but at the base of it, I just wanted to make a bigger impact and help choose the next generation of staff members to help out, and that's what I've been doing for like I don't even however many generations it's been. In that, if you count each week as a new generation, hundreds of generations. But yeah, that's that was my reason.
Okay. So RA, when the recruiter assistance applications opened, I was kind of lost on the staff team at that point. And like I had no clue what I wanted to do, and I was just like sad. And I started to like think about what I might do as a recruiter assistant, and I really enjoy writing. I enjoy meeting new people. I enjoy helping people out to like achieve stuff that they've been like dreaming of for a long time. It kind of came at like a perfect moment, and I guess I know this sounds like awful because people actually have specific reasons, but I just like felt right to apply for RA, and well, it was the right decision for sure.
Mine was just split into two parts. I was, on one hand, I wanted to influence the future of the staff team, and on the other, I like the kind of work where I can just sit down and grind it out. I think RP is also a good example of that. So, like, reading through applications and doing comments on a weekly basis is like the perfect work for me.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I think mine's gonna sound a little more sentimental, but when I first started applying for trainee, our good old pal Fire here was like an awesome interviewer, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can totally do, because I've always loved it. Interviews are my strong suit. And when I started to get that inspiration to apply for recruitment, I realized I wanted to inspire people to do the same thing like Fire. So I wanted to be like a happy face and, make everyone feel good on interviews and make sure that the staff team in the future was going to be just as good. So, yeah, that's really one of my main reasons why. But also, I just like to talk to people and get to know people.
All right. That's everyone here.
think so.
All right, good answers, everyone. What about you, Dean? Are you still eating candy?
No, I took a break from that.
Okay.
I mean,
It takes breaks.
do I really need to answer that?
You don't have to. I won't make you. Next is from Glitz, and it says, any new fun and fresh thoughts on TAP potentially coming back? I mean, we're here now. Haha.
Uh-huh.
Haha.
We're already back.
Yeah.
It's kind of has to be the perfect storm. We have to have enough people to be able to accept and have enough things. I mean, a large reason why TAP got discontinued, for lack of a better term, is because it kind of got stale. We just were doing the same thing every time, and it wasn't the most engaging experience. And so, I mean, since we haven't had it for over a year now, I think it's a nice opportunity too. We wanted to have a Q&A as well, and we were like, hey, might as well like throw them together. It'd be kind of weird if we had a Q&A and we're just like, sorry guys, trainee machine broke. There's no trainees for you today.
Yeah. But I actually like it like this.
Yeah.
We haven't had it for a while, and like look at all the people who showed up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it was continuing to happen, it'd probably have like 10, 20 people at a time. So,
it puts less pressure on us too. We don't have to worry about like, oh, we have to have a TAP this like next week or in 2 weeks. We have to have, find enough people to accept. I can say we've had a lot of interviews lately. I had 8 interviews last week, one each day except for one day where I had 2. But like there's a shortage of people, but it just kind of has to all come together. It can't really be a consistent thing, but I mean, hopefully we could have it happen again in the future, yeah?
And I want to go off what Desi just said. To accept people once a month, that means we might have to have people wait longer than needed.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to have people on edge about if they're getting accepted or not, because something can randomly happen in that month and they get denied, so they wait like 3 weeks and they get denied. So that's just like a lot of I'd rather just be when we need to or when we can. That's just my thing.
Anyone else have anything to add?
No.
All right. And next is from Husky to Finn. How was your time being an RA, and what advice would you give those who want to become an RA?
Thank you,
tips.
Husky. My time as RA was like, I guess probably where I've like grown the most in my life, to be completely honest, because for like I was like really happy because everybody on this team is like fantastic, and everybody who's been on this team is fantastic, at least as far as I've been here. And I guess to like becoming an RA, you have to really want it for the right reasons, because if you're not here for the right reasons, not only is that apparent to us, you're not gonna like enjoy the team. It's something you have to enjoy, or else you're not gonna last long, I guess. And also stay strong, because this team is not easy to join, and if you're gonna like throw a fit after being denied like once or twice, then it's may not happen at all.
There's your advice. Don't throw a fit.
Yeah.
Good advice, honestly. All right. And next, we're not gonna
skip that?
we're gonna skip those. I said we would, and we are.
I have a funny one.
Next is for Dean. And he answered this when we were talking, but do you remember which recruiter accepted your trainee app?
Who's ready for a Mineplex history lesson? Say aye.
Hi. Oh, it's from combativeness, by the way.
Don't spam, you might get muted.
Yeah, don't get it.
So I was accepted to the staff team in 2014. And way back when, recruitment worked very differently. So they didn't do interviews, for example. It was just application, and then they would do observations, and that's pretty much it. So the person who accepted my trainee application was the admin of the recruitment team back then, which was John Jackson. And he would accept everyone who was accepted to trainee. So there's your answer.
Good history lesson.
Yes, that was nice. Thank you.
Okay. The next question is from Animal for me. It says, how many people do you think you've interviewed in your time as a recruiter? Individual people, probably less, because I've interviewed the same people multiple times. But I've conducted over 400 interviews. Give me just 1 second, and I will check something for you all. I upload, since the very beginning of 2016, I have uploaded every single one of the interviews I've done to YouTube and put them in a playlist that is obviously hidden, so you guys can't see it. This playlist currently has 356 videos in it, so those are all the interviews. And like I said, I've interviewed people multiple times, so I would guess probably like 300 unique individuals in there. So, yeah. That's how many people I've interviewed in this time.
That's impressive.
The max, if you count 24-hour period, I think I broke this, but in one day, the most interviews I've conducted was 4 in one day. It is very exhausting. Not counting open interviews, just normal interviews. 4 in one day, kind of nuts. All right. And next is from Dev Hari to everyone. Do you think less and less people are applying for trainee? I personally would say probably a bit, just because the amount of players we have on the server has gone down. But statistically, I feel like the same percentage of people are applying. We haven't really seen like a huge... There's been a couple of weeks over, my period of being here where we haven't had like any new apps or anything really much happen in a week, but that doesn't happen very often at all. So I would say numbers wise, yes, but percentage wise, no, if that makes sense.
I think it's also back in 2017 we went down a bit, but since then it's been kind of constant. Like, we haven't had fluctuations up or down since then, but it's kind of just been there.
Yeah. We roll with the punches, though. We're good at that, I'll say. All right. Oh. Okay. And next is Veins. Veins? I don't know how to pronounce that. And it's for all of us. After being on recruitment and on the server for a while now, oh, this is a good one. How do all of us view our own applications that got us onto the staff team? Should we go? Let's go in a line again.
Oh god.
Oh gee.
Yeah, you can hear my dog, so I can go later because my dog is being a bit of a jerk.
Special.
All right, Sage.
My application was not good in my eyes, but it had to be good enough to get me on the staff team. But looking at my own application and comparing it to the ones that I read on the team, it's not very good. That's pretty much all I have to say.
For me, I got accepted on the staff team. I've been on the staff team for 4 years now, which is a long time. And like Dean said, the process worked in an entirely different way. My app, you guys don't realize how much the process has changed. If I submitted my same app that got me accepted now, it would get rejected for not enough detail. There's not that much on it. I put a bunch of references in there to Back to the Future and some other things too, so it wasn't the most professional. I remember your app, Luke. So yeah, my app would definitely not even be it could be a meme. It just would not work in today's environment at all. So yeah.
I actually don't think mine was that bad. it definitely lacked a lot of connection to Mineplex, but it was okay.
Yeah, I'm with Island. I don't know. Mine seems pretty good, honestly. I just took a peek at it, so yay me.
Well, for me, I was never the best at application. Like I would probably go with Fire here. Mine is like it's not terrible in detail, but it's just so I don't get it either. I think what really got me was just my activity and not really the application itself. So I don't know about that. It's not the best. I wouldn't use it again for another application though, that's for sure.
I applied as an underage applicant, and I figured that the way to go on that was to really overkill it on detail. So I actually looked back over mine a couple of weeks ago, and I feel so bad for whoever had to read that. I mean, I couldn't get through that. I'm like, oh my god, how did I ever write this? Not only was it really long, but it was also very dramatic. I kind of wrote it like it should be like a play. It's very I wouldn't say inspirational as much as just overly dramatic, because I described my first login on Mineplex as if it was about to be turned into a movie. So yeah, I would say that it's not a bad app. It's just really overkill. Please don't make yourself write that much. I feel really bad for whoever had to read that in the first place.
Okay, and Dean talked about his a bit earlier, so yeah. Next, it says this for everyone, but I'll direct it towards Island. This is from White Fang. How common is it for someone to be scouted, and how many people have been scouted before?
In terms of to be scouted, I'm going to assume that you mean someone caught our attention and we put a further investigation into them. I've been trying to push that to especially our A team now. So if we go back maybe 3 months, then absolutely no way. But now it's spread over on a monthly, weekly basis ish that we put someone up for scouting. But for how many people have been scouted, I don't know. I don't have a number.
More than 3, I can tell you that much.
I think on the acceptance Trello there are at least 7 people. I think.
All right. And we got one from a brand new trainee from Sickle, everyone. What is your favorite color? Be specific. Let's go in the line again.
Oh. Normally I would just say purple. I don't really know the name of it, but it's kind of a darker purple, I guess. I don't actually know what it's called. Yeah, wasn't really expecting to have to know my really specific rainbows today, but yeah, I'd say plum. Both plum.
I love a really pretty pastel, sunset orange. I love sunsets, so that's just my favorite thing.
Mine is cerulean, which is deep-ish blue.
My favorite color is just generally red, but I guess more specifically, I like darker crimson red, I guess.
I'm gonna throw this question in another direction and say my favorite combination of colors is red and black.
Red and?
Yeah, it's that's a great combination, Island. I feel you.
You cut out Island. Red and?
Red and black.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're a true gamer then.
I would say more like an olive green. I just always associated green with trees and life. So I just not Olive Garden. Olive But yeah, I like green. Green's just a really pretty color.
Dean?
I'll post a hex in chat. There you go.
Nice.
Look that up.
Wow.
It's kind of a scion, I guess.
Nice. All right. And this is the question I was so excited for. Guys, we saw this on the sheet and we just started talking about it. It's from Captain Crazy Bro. And it says, what are the top applications? Okay, now I'm going to get a little specific here. My favorite, Dean's favorite color is that. Okay. My favorite in my opinion, the top applications, you can go a little more classic, go around, I say 2 tons. If it's under that, in my opinion, usually not worth it. I'm sorry. I got to be honest, guys. Under 2 tons, just sorry. Between 2.5 to 3 tons, that's the sweet spot for me. Because it's big enough to make an impact, but not so big that it's like unnatural or it's, it's going to scare people. It's over 3 tons, a little bit excessive. Over 5 tons, no, just stop. Get out of here. It's too much. That's my opinion for the top application.
Personally, I would have to say that my top application would have to be entirely centered, except for like one question, which has to be like right centered. You have to type it in some illegible font, preferably like the Gothic. I think it's Roman Gothic or something. Got to write it in that. You have to randomly bold and italicize your answers with no pattern at all. I expect to see that. And lastly, I would really like you to be writing it in a shade that's so close to white that you can barely tell the difference. It really poses like a level of challenge that I'm looking for in an application.
All right. So I'm sure you guys all know about the what crops are in season. And parsnips are definitely the ones you want to go for. If parsnips are in, you're in golden territory, and I guarantee that you're going to be accepted in the next
This man only speaks the truth.
But if radishes are in season, you're never going to get trainee again. You just lost all of your chances. It's all over.
All the respect, gone. It's gone. Don't bring that to us. Don't do it.
My top application is just the one that's on the top.
Hey.
Got that
Mine
old
would
world
be,
charm.
I kind of top applications.
Every question is answered with a vine. That's my top.
Oh my god. I was gonna say my top applications are ones that are like in binary. So we can't really read anything that's English or anything in other language. We were respected if you were to put it in our language so we understand what you're doing.
All right. Yeah, I think we got that one.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one is not really a question. I'll just say it. It's from Super Nerd 197 to Jared. It says, "Why is AGL so nice?" Oh, that's sweet.
I really don't know why he's so nice.
Aw. Because when I was brought up, my parents said, "Please don't be mean to people." And when I got old, I decided to actually listen to that and not become toxic. So now I'm still
inspirational.
Nice.
Take notes, people.
The next one's from XPippyX, and it just says, "How are you all doing today?" I'm good.
I'm good too. I just had Taco Bell.
Wedding.
So, yeah, I'm in the.
And we all hope your days are better by spending a little bit of time here with us at this tab.
It's an 8.1 out of 10.
Nice. Right. Oh. No. Okay, Dean. That's a little heavy for us. But I appreciate it. It's okay, Dean. It's okay. Oh no. Dean, this one is just for you because it says everyone, but we can't answer it. It's from Super Nerd again. Are you planning on any big
What, for the recruitment team?
It just says big updates. It literally doesn't specify.
This was
For the
like their
recruitment team,
biggest
no. I can be very short about that. No.
All right, excellent. This one is from Class N. I was told by a reliable source, Deja, that there would be snacks and refreshments, yet there are none. Can you please explain this conundrum and, if possible, provide me with snack? Is it cut off? Snacks, I
Wow.
think is what it says. Yes.
How are you gonna do that to me? Throw me under the bus?
All right.
Our answer is never trust Lovey.
Ouch.
We already answered the next couple of these, and that one is irrelevant. So, this one's from Bionic Frost, and it says, "Do you guys like jazz?" And I know it's a meme, but yes, I like jazz because I play
prefer
the
white
saxophone.
noise. You know, like the TV white noise. That's like the best sound.
What?
It's awful.
Oh
Yep.
gosh. Yeah. All right. I'm not gonna. This one is good. This one's from Troy. Are any of you trash at Fortnite? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we are all trash
Yes.
at Fortnite. Literally all
Wait,
of us.
wait.
That might be a good thing.
Okay, but who plays Fortnite?
Irrelevant.
This one is not really a question, but I guess we can answer it. It just says tips.
Oh, you're skipping.
Oh,
okay.
I know.
Okay,
I'm skipping
okay.
that one, yeah. It just says tips for the trainee interview. Let's go in a line, I guess, if you guys want to have any tips.
All right. I would say definitely be yourself and show your passion. It's kind of hard to go through the interview process if you're trying to be someone else, mostly because it means that your answers are going to be mostly like, I don't know, store-bought, I guess. Like, I'd rather hear more about why you want to do something, not like what you think I would want to hear, because that just doesn't really interest me. So yeah, I would definitely say just like bring yourself to the interview and just about that.
Yeah, I'm unoriginal and I'm gonna take what Jared said.
I guess this is something like minor, but smile while you talk. You'd be surprised how much it changes how you sound, and you sound so much more enthusiastic and happy about being there. Even if maybe you're not, which I would sure hope so. But...
All right. Mine is best tip for the interview is probably to practice beforehand. This is kind of lame, but I used to do oratorical competitions, if you know what those are. Basically, like who can give the best speech competition. I know it's dumb, but it helped me in college. So, and practicing what you're going to say beforehand is always really good. Like, you don't have to write stuff down, but something I really recommend is like answering all of the trainee application questions verbally, just by yourself or with a friend or a family member or something. Googling like common interview questions and practicing answering those, just something like that, is going to help you more than you think, because you could possibly like remember back to when you were practicing and just feel more calm and, like you have something that you can fall back on if you get nervous. So that's my tip.
I think mine's just gonna kind of be situated to any interviewee that gets assigned to me. Is that to not stress too much about it. I design my interviews in such a way that we just get through it and you are yourself, and like all the detail and answers come as you go. So like when it comes to my interviews, the most downfall you may end up having is being too nervous to give an answer. So just be sure that you are prepared in the sense that you are not going to be super nervous, and kind of, especially if you are nervous, let the recruiter help you, since we are here to make you less nervous. sounds very commanding, but I mean, that's what we're trying to do with the interview. So it's also important for you to be receptive to us doing that.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I kind of want to go off what Islam said here. Please, like, we tell you eventually, like, just we're supposed to make you as comfortable as possible, and like we want you to use that to your advantage. Because whenever people are nervous, they do tend to mess up. So like this is really about communication here. Just make sure that yeah, make sure that you let us know how you're feeling so we can help you. Because that's the whole point. We want to make sure you're as comfortable as possible so you can do your best in your
Okay. All right. This one is they messaged me and said this was for me. Will there ever be a global unblacklist for trainees like what happened with the new website? When we went to the new website, I mean, I think that's what you're referring to. I did unblacklist like 85% of people who were on it. But when you mean for trainees, I don't think there's ever going to be a point where every single person is not on the blacklist. I went through it took quite a long time. I went through pretty meticulously when I unblacklisted a bunch of people when we went to the new website to like see who was fit to be unblacklisted, I guess. Right now we have 22 cards on the board, but I think 15 people because there are people who try and bypass the blacklist on a different account. And it's stuff like that. There are people who are permanently blacklisted who will not be given a second or third or however many chance just because. But I mean, there's always hope. Out of everyone who's blacklisted, there are at this moment in time 3 people who are consistently active. So there is always hope, but there are some people who are permanently blacklisted who will never be taken off. So, but I don't think I'm gonna do like a full clean wipe ever again. So, maybe, I mean, who knows? I can't predict the future, but I cannot see it happening in the future. Oh, and this one is from Luke for me again. But how's the recruitment team changed over time? Good changes? I would say yes. I do miss some stuff we used to do, like TAP, but I think everyone does. And I feel like things are a lot more smooth now. We have less. We still have meetings every week. Just because we don't have TAP doesn't mean we don't have meetings. Yeah, we still have meetings every single week. It's mostly stuff like that. I don't miss some of the old drama we used to have, but I think we're in a really good place now. Everything runs pretty smoothly. We don't really have any issues with logistics that we used to have. So I'd say things are right now. We always will have drama with like applicants, but we don't have like internal drama anymore like we used to have a bit. This is a good question. This is from Waspter for all of us. If you had to choose one type of food to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be? And Sage is deafened, so
I'll just go.
Okay.
I would have pizza because I love pizza, and I just really have never gotten sick of it. So.
I don't know where Jared went. Did he say he had to leave?
Yeah, I had to go.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go then. For me, probably. Oh, that's a tough question. It'd probably be. Vanessa knows this is coming, and I saw she asked a question about this later, but probably bacon. Probably bacon.
think I'm just gonna go with chicken.
Wow. Am I the only one who went into detail? Well, this is crazy, but there's this one place from where I'm from that gives you awesome like fried rice, chicken, and broccoli. Probably because I just love rice in general anyway, so I can just anything rice out. So yeah, hibachi chicken. By the way.
All right. What about you, Dean?
Burritos.
Excellent. Oh, dude, this question kind of defined my childhood. The term slice seta. I don't know how to pronounce that, but would you rather sleep on the top bunk or bottom bunk?
Oof.
I said at the start of my life, we lived in very small houses, and I have 3 other siblings, so I had to share a room. And I wanted the top bunk because I was the oldest, so I got to go on the top bunk. And I was very happy.
Well, I never really shared a room with my siblings, but even if I had a choice, I'd probably go on the bottom bunk because I don't trust that. I don't trust. So I feel like I would fall. So I'd rather just be at the bottom. And also, if I'm on the bottom, I can hurry up and get up and get some. So.
Since I had a surgery a year ago, I'd prefer the bottom bunk just for the sake of easiness.
I would definitely choose the top bunk because I wrote my RA application in the top bunk. And I have fond memories.
Aww.
Yeah, I was supposed to be with my family actually because it was during Easter time, but that's okay.
All right. Dean?
When I was younger, I always wanted to sleep on a top bunk, but now that I'm older, I don't care. Probably would prefer the bottom one, to be honest.
Okay. This is a good question. We get this one pretty often too. What do the recruitment team look for, especially when reading apps or giving interviews? For me, I would say probably passion because just knowing that someone is passionate about whatever they're writing usually will lead to like better outcomes, if that makes sense. Like, you know that they care about it and you know they're going to put in time and effort into whatever it is they're talking about. So that, like, we can work with that. Something like knowledge that can always be taught later. But if someone, like, you can really tell that they're in it, then yeah, then they're in it. It's not very specific, but that's what I look for.
Oh man, I think I just look for reasons for why you would be doing good on the staff team. Like, it's if I take an example of the point like maturity, it's a very common point throughout applications, but it doesn't hold the same value to me as someone who showcases like Fire said, passion, or showcases that they have the potential to really do good. It's hard to explain without having an application in front of me where I can directly point things out, but definitely, I need some reason in your application or some substance that showcases to me that, okay, you're going to do well.
All right, I'll go again. My friend class and wanted to shout out. So hi class. I would say the most important thing to me personally is really we just want to get to know you as a and see how you will do as a trainee. So when we don't have these specific things about you that relates to the trainee position, it's kind of hard to picture you in that situation. So just if you're going to apply, you should try to make us at least get to know you a little.
All right. Dean, do you answer that or no?
What do you look for, Dean?
I mean, I don't really review applications or do interviews, so yeah.
All right.
He looks for wines.
Next one is from Hannah. What's your favorite game on Mineplex? We Charizard.
Dragon Escape.
Mixed arcade.
That's cheating.
Skywars or Speed Builders?
I probably have to go with either paintball or Mind Strike. So, yes.
All right. I'm gonna skip that next one, and I'm gonna skip the one after that because I kind of already talked about it. This one is from Tsunami Survivor. Favorite Netflix series? Mine. If you mean like from Netflix specifically, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is probably my favorite.
Me too. I love that series. It's great.
I have no idea who makes the shows I watch, so I'm just gonna say a show that's on Netflix, and that's probably right now Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but I'm also a huge fan of Person of Interest.
Ooh, I love it. Finn, you want to go?
Yeah, sure. I like this is like quote unquote Netflix original, but it's like not really from Netflix, and that's Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh, I'm gonna watch that soon anyway. So, me personally, I feel like I'm real. Am I really just the weeb here? I like to watch dramas on Netflix, like Korean dramas, Japanese dramas, and there's so many on Netflix that I can't really pick. But if you guys are interested, I guess you guys can. I like Good Morning Call or My Only Love Song so far. Netflix originals. Yeah.
Dean?
Okay, if I had to name like one favorite show, a Netflix original, and I'm disappointed that no one has said it up until now, it's Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
There's also Orange is the New Black, but meh.
Meh.
One Day at a Time is a good sitcom Netflix original. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt is great. And I like watching Doctor Who on Netflix, but that's a BBC original, not a Netflix original.
All right, that's a good question. This one's from Troy, and we're skipping it. Oh, I already answered that. This one is for you, Dean, from Retroboo. How to motivate myself to achieve more.
I mean, just believing yourself, I guess. That's a very philosophical question. Yeah, I guess that.
Or you can watch Shia LaBeouf with the whole "Don't let your dreams be dreams." Just do it.
Yes, believe in yourself, I guess.
Not believing in your answer there.
Next is from our favorite fam. Hi, recruiters. Did you have a fantastic day? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Today is a great day.
Most definitely.
You fam.
All right, and this one is for Sage from Stone. How has it? Well, do you want Sage? Do you want me to ask this one or?
Sure.
Okay. How has it been living on the islands of Hawaii, and did you learn how to edit your photos yet?
It's been good, and I don't know how to use my own computer, so I guess I don't know how to edit my own photos.
That's bad.
Yep.
All right. We got another one from Fam for all of us. What is your favorite moment as a staff member? There's been a lot of good moments, so
Yeah, like you can't really just pick one.
I've been here for so long, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, but being accepted is basic, you know.
I can't even remember what I did yesterday. So,
I guess I'll go because I have one really specific in mind. And the only reason this is my favorite moment is because it was just so like unbelievably awful. And I was in an interview with Humail or Just Zero, and I tend to fidget with things when I'm not speaking or taking notes. So I was playing with my stress, and it exploded.
Oh yeah.
And not like normally exploded. It went everywhere. It was on my monitor, my keyboard. It was all over me. It was on the wall. It was like a bomb went off. It was so awful, and I had to be like, I gotta go, bye. And it's just like, I don't know. I like to laugh about it because it was awful. I had to clean it up for like 3 hours.
Didn't you do that again as well?
Yeah.
I like kind of did. Luckily, it wasn't like powder, so it just kind of spilled out all over my desk. But yeah, I have to like stop putting stress balls on my desk.
A very stressed individual, as you can see.
Yep.
I have a collection. It's not a specific moment, but it's a specific event. Whenever we accept new recruiters or RAs, or whenever I used to get new trainee mentees, that intro meeting or like the training meeting, I don't know. I just really, really enjoy helping teach others and like talking and learning and seeing what they need and all of that. And it's pretty fun, in my opinion. Just so that it's not a specific thing because I've had so many mentees and we've accepted so many new RAs and recruiters, but it always brings it's very nice in my opinion. Very nice.
I think my experience is always going to be the TAP where I got mod of the month and then got promoted to recruitment like 2 minutes later.
Stop flexing.
I did not go to my TAP. I personally just like to be with people and talk to people. So like, I don't know, there's so many things that you can do that will be like, but as long as I'm just connecting with people, I just realize how much of a family I am on the staff team and how everybody's like, we just get along with each other. But I think my best part ever was being accepted as an RA on my birthday. That was pretty.
Oh,
I low-key lost like hope. I felt like after the whole process, I was like, oh crap, I did terrible. I'm probably gonna get denied. But then I wake up suddenly and like I literally took a nap right before everybody was accepted, and I wake up and I see so many notifications. Like first off, they're happy birthday ones, and second off, it's like, first off it's happy birthday, and second off it's, oh my gosh, congratulations. And like I remember Toki Taco, she was spamming me so much. She's like, yes, I'm so proud of you. You did. Happy birthday though. I was like, what? It was a great experience. So that was great.
All right. And this one is for Dean from Waspter again. Do you like apples?
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna skip the next two because I don't really understand them. This one is from really. I'm sure that's from really tired, but it says really tried. So good job.
You really did try.
Yeah. But and it's for all of us. How have you changed over the course of being a recruiter? Have things in your everyday life been impacted from the experience, and so on?
I guess I'll go first.
Sure.
I've only been a recruiter for like a month, but it's been pretty great. I just feel like I'm still in the learning phase, so I can't really say much about my experience so far. But overall, I do want to say at least from when I was an RA to a recruiter, I have done a lot or learned a lot. So I don't know. It really just depends on how it goes. And for the other question, which was, hold on. I do have things outside of my life that do affect me, but nothing terrible or nothing I really want to go into deep. But yeah, I mean, we're only human. We only deal with things that, but everything is fine. We're doing great. Oop. No idea where I was going with that, but
For me, I guess I would say my communication skills have probably gotten better as a whole, but considering all of the interviews I've been through, I'd like to say that I really understand how they work. So if I have a job interview or something, I don't get nervous and I have a pretty good idea of what they're looking for when they ask questions and the understanding of that. But I'm kind of the wrong person to ask because I've been a recruiter for so long, I haven't been able to like pinpoint things. When I first got promoted, I was still in school even, so it's just kind of been a long time. But I feel like as a whole I've changed, but I wouldn't be able to say how specifically.
For me, I haven't been a recruiter for long, just like Kawaii Levy, but since I've been accepted as an RA, my reading comprehension skills and writing skills have improved, and I guess that's how I changed. And since I am still pretty young, I am in school, and being a Mineplex staff member kind of gets in the way of doing that, but nothing really else is impacted by that. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I guess for me is I've become like I've been able to understand people more, just having to like interact with so many people and having to read their ideas and interview them. It's I guess helped me a lot learn like just how more people work, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I have most improved on and kind of changed is how good I am at responding to impromptu things. So, for example, if I have a presentation at school, I can get myself through it without having the full page of notes in front of me, which is something I couldn't do before. And that is especially something that comes from interviews, since for those of you who don't know, we have a specific set of questions that we bring to the interview, but then we build on top of those. So we need to formulate questions as we go, which is definitely something that has helped me more. And obviously I take an English language and literature course, which means I need to do analysis on text, and I think that has also kind of improved.
All right. Finn, did you say that already?
Yeah, I answered.
Okay, gotcha. I have a mind blank there. I'm gonna switch this question a little bit. It's from Abood for all of us. And I'm just gonna say, what other sub team would you like to be on the most apart from recruitment? Yeah.
My original goal for like when I got accepted as a trainee was to join trainee management more on the mentoring side. So that's what I would probably do if I could bring like trainee mentoring back, but probably staff management if I didn't do recruitment.
For me, I've joined all the teams I have an interest in, so I wouldn't pick anything else. That's kind of a boring answer, but I've come, I've saw, I've conquered. So,
Am I liking or is Fire liking?
probably me. Sasha says yes.
For me, it's probably going to be QA, since I've been on QAT for longer than I've been on recruitment.
Well, when I first started, I wanted to be a recruitment mentor. If I had to pick now, it's probably either MA or probably RP. I really like RP.
I would definitely choose RP, which I'm already on, and I don't know. I don't really have. I've kind of like looked at everything and pretty narrow. So otherwise, I'd probably want to join MA, but it does seem like pretty stressful work.
Okay. This one's from Luca Finn. And what is the question in the trainee app that would be the most difficult one for us personally?
Have to choose yourself in 20 words or less.
Yeah, I totally agree. I was able to pull the location, but I don't think I'd ever be able to do that again. I feel like, yeah, that one's really tough.
Yeah, I'm not a very creative person, so it's hard for me to like think of a way to describe myself in a way that's not really generic. You know what I mean?
I actually like the 20 words. I still have ideas if I were to not be accepted for anything. I'm pretty sure Fire knows what I'm talking about. If I had to pick, probably maybe the I can't suggestions. I'd say like what kind of suggestions would you add? I'm not the best at coming up with ideas like that, I guess. So maybe those. Yeah, I'll be like, oh, probably nothing because I can't think of anything.
For me, it would probably, and I'm gonna, since we rewrote the app questions, I'm gonna let you all in on a top secret. The question that says, have you had any outstanding positive or negative experiences? By outstanding, it means like extremely memorable, not have you had a good time on Mineplex? Because most people who apply just say like, oh, I had a great time on Mineplex. That's not what that question's looking for, guys. It means a specific event. But I bring that up because that question, I would have a difficult time answering that question because I've had so many good and there is a bad experience that happened to me in 2014 that I would be very easily able to talk about, but it'd be harder to pick a specific good experience that I've had here. So that's that question would be the one for me.
Okay, my internet crashed. Where are we?
Oh.
What specific question on the app would be the most difficult for you to answer now?
I am not a creative person, so I cannot for the life of me answer the describe yourself in 20 words or less.
Yeah, a lot of y'all have that same thing. Dean is deafened, so no more questions for Dean. Sorry, everyone. Let's see. Next is from Enunciated, Dream Crusher or Dream Maker. Which do you prefer? Dream Crusher, personally.
Dream Crusher.
Dream Crusher.
Trust me, it's a lot of fun.
Dream Maker.
Alright, first you're out.
Yeah, goodbye.
All right.
So sad.
And
Sad how fast we answered that.
Next is from Served. Oh wait, crap! I skipped one. This is from Animal. Since trainees don't get accepted every week, what's the longest someone has waited to be accepted as a trainee? We had someone pending for like 3 months once, but that was a while. That was like years ago, guys. Don't worry, it was not recent.
We're not that inactive.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, I won't name names, but I had one person, he wanted to pause his app, because of he was moving, and, I was like, okay, we allow stuff like that, depending on the circumstance. I was like, okay. He said he'd be back in a month, like 5 months later, he came back and he's like, okay, I'm ready. And this was between when we moved from Engine to Zenforo and all of the app questions changed.
Oh,
So,
I remember that.
yeah, so I was like, you said it would be a month and it's been 5 months, my man. What happened? And he said I can't remember what happened specifically, but yeah, we're pretty lenient, but we are not that lenient, guys. We're not that lenient. But overall I'd say probably like 3 months, longest someone's waited. But yeah.
I can chip in.
Uh-huh.
My application was pretty not really long, but mine was like a month and a half, I want to say. I applied sometime in June. I got accepted in like July 29th, like the end of the month. So I want to give like a little tip. Like most reasons why applications are long is either because something is going on in the recruitment team, like like with Zen4O, we like pause it a little bit, or it's because potential activity or what you're doing. So just keep that in mind, please. Stay out of it. Appreciate it.
All right, yeah. The next one is from Served. Do you all like Mineplex events and clans? Yes or no? I like events, don't like clans.
I like karaoke.
I'm good with events, even though I don't really go to them. Mostly because I'm never told when they're around, so that's my fault, I guess.
There's a channel on Casual for it. Yeah, Kenny made it.
Oh,
love you, Kenny.
I had no idea, but now I know. But I prefer events over clans because clans has that resource pack, and my computer crashes when there's a resource.
Oh yeah, no comment on clans.
No comment. I want to answer this one, guys. It's from Combativeness. How long does it usually take between each time Java open interviews happen? Infinity time, because we do not do Java open interviews.
Never.
It is not a thing. It will never be a thing. Please stop asking. It is not going to happen. I have talked about this at past Q&As, but you guys have no idea the amount of work that goes into Bedrock open interviews. Like, just every time this happens, I tell Dean, like, I'm just out of commission for like a week or 2 weeks after that because it is so time and energy consuming. It takes so much time just for Bedrock open interviews, where on average we have 30 applicants. We can't do that on Java because I guarantee you we'd have well over 100 people apply, and that literally would be impossible to do. Like, it would not be possible. So
also, potentially doesn't mean actually gonna happen. Potentially means potentially.
Yeah, but no, we're not. No, it's not a thing.
So yeah.
This is a good one. This is from Cool Rach. What was your worst interview with an applicant? I've had a lot of like they've done a bad job, but I want to say this person actually became a staff member, and I've told this story before. But one time I fell asleep 4 times during someone's interview.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and that was a bad interview because of me. Like she did a really good job. She didn't know. I don't think she knew I fell asleep. But if you want to try and narrow it down, she became a staff member and she was my mentee, so that was fun. But I've had a lot of like really bad interviews too. Oh gosh, my favorite. I've had 2 favorite bad. We have a card where we write down all the bad interviews that we have. There are only 2 interviews I've had in my 400 plus interviews where I could legitimately not tell if the person was trolling or not. And the first one happened in December 2015. The most recent one happened the middle of 2018. So
I think, is that the one that I conducted?
No.
Oh, it was. What about the one that like? I don't know if I should quote it because they might be in here.
Don't, if they're, the person I'm talking about, neither of them are to play on Mineplex anymore, but don't give it away.
I'm just thinking one in particular that was really fun.
I haven't conducted enough interviews to determine if, like, one of them is bad or really good. So,
I mean, well, most of the time, some interviews have some crazy background music or background noises.
yeah.
Like, I remember this one applicant, like when we were still RA, like their dad was just yelling at the dogs, and the dogs kept barking at the dad, and it was weird.
The one that
it was
they were like wrestling.
Oh yeah,
I don't
they were,
remember, but
it was so crazy. But I don't know, like I swear, some of the best interviews happen because of the background things happening in the back.
Yeah, we've had some crazy interviews. Island, what's your worst interview?
I think the one with Oscaros, where he cut out every 5 to 10 minutes, as in his whole internet cut out.
Rip. BG. Exposed.
But other than that, like, I don't know. I haven't really had any, like, really memeable bad interviews. It's when interviews are bad, it's mostly because the applicant is like, what's the word for it? Monotone and not receptive to anything I do. So it's just, instead of being an interview, it's me sitting there for an hour asking questions every 5 minutes, which is not fun for me and not fun for the applicant. But that's really all I can do.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
I didn't conduct this one. It was still when I was an RA and just attending, but somebody took 30 minutes to answer one question.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think I remember that one.
I don't know. I think Humiel was conducting it, but they like gave us like their whole life, and we were just asked like, "What do you do for fun outside of my?" And
But I attended that one, didn't I?
You might have.
I think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's crazy.
But yeah, we have a lot of bad interview stories. So I mean, guys can ask us about that individually too if you ever want to. But I'm gonna skip the one after this. But this one is from Glitz. Do any of you listen to some ASMR?
I've tried and it's not good.
No,
It
and
just
I
kind of
don't
weirds me out.
understand.
I sometimes do, like when I'm really sad about something and I use something to distract me, I do watch some ASMR. But it's not like a ritual that I do it. So yeah.
I'm a wild carded. I do pretty much every day, but it doesn't work on me. I just like listening. There's like
what is why?
the main one I listen to is like a whole fantasy series, not like D&D or like a campaign or anything, but it's basically just like a story, and that one's pretty interesting for me. But the ones where they're just like that, I don't care about that.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you later, guys.
One thing I can't listen to is like slimes. I can't do that. It sounds too
I
good
don't
for
like.
me.
I like watching those. I don't like listening to those.
Yeah, watching is fine, but listening to it, I can't.
Yeah, that's a bad kind of thing.
I agree, Matt. I agree.
Okay. This is a good question. This is from Coolrage. In your opinion, what was Mineplex's biggest accomplishment?
I kind of want to say, because I've only been staff for like 2 years, so I haven't seen everything before. I want to maybe the website.
Oh.
'Cause they really worked hard on that. Like they've worked on it, like I want to say a year before it even was.
2 years.
2 years.
Yep.
So yeah, they've worked really, really hard on it, and all the feedback from it was pretty great. So I want to say that because everybody was super excited about it.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's just when I logged on and got on Old Chest because Mineplex hit 40,000 members online at the same time.
Mhm.
I think just because I was on the network, that really is like a high memory for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I have screenshots. I got all my alt accounts in on the same, like at the same time too. I have screenshots of the 40K record if anyone, I guess, is curious about that. But it was pretty special because nobody had done it before. Now, obviously, you know, that's not the big record or anything, but it's really cool.
Mhm.
All right. This one is to Islin from ZT. How many apps do you guys review every day?
I don't know, actually. I think it's like personally, I review maybe if I'm not processing, if I'm not going into applications and rejecting them, then I probably look at 2 or 3 every day. But that's just how much work I do. In terms of processing, I don't have the numbers. I don't know.
I have the numbers, but I haven't looked at them yet, so haha. But yeah, it kind of combines with the next question, which is how many people apply each week and how many people get interviewed. If you're talking like purely people who just hit the submit button every day, I would say that's between 10 and 20. Does that sounds? How does that sound to you guys? Does that sound good?
Around
Yeah.
So usually,
2 Excel pages.
yeah. So usually about, you know, around, we'll round up and we'll say around 100 each week. And of those, less than half will make it onto the board, and of those, usually like half to 1/3 will get interviewed. So those aren't specific numbers, but it's easier to do percentages with stuff like that because nobody, I don't think anyone asked this or anything, but we don't have any kind of specific like threshold of people we need to interview, people like apps we need to push onto the board. It's just case by case, like if the app or if the person deserves to move on. So some days we'll have, or some weeks we'll have a lot more interviews than others. Like I said, last week I had 8 interviews in 1 week. So, but yeah, so yeah, but yeah. This one is for Jared, who isn't here, so we're skipping that.
It's a good one too.
This one is from ZT to all of us. In case you guys haven't realized, most of these are like the meme questions. There are a couple like more serious ones in here, but yeah, feel free to not stick around. But this one's from ZT to all of us. What are our favorite Vines? I do not watch Vine. I did not have a Vine. I do not care, so I don't have one.
See, I'm not sure if I should even talk about mine because it does include something that is against. But there's a thing where a girl asks a guy a question about a crayon, and she puts it on the microwave, calls the police.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that one's so funny.
And it's hands down my favorite Vine. Like I can listen to that all the time. So, yeah.
Mine is the one where this like woman has a cross and she's like talking to a dog and she like thrusts the cross forward and says the power of Christ compels you and the dog starts like howling.
Oh my god, yeah.
That one's hilarious.
I really like of this girl singing Country Boy I Love You. So that's my favorite.
That one's good.
I changed my mind. I think this is originated from Vine. It's when the camera like pans across and there's a bunch of geese on the lawn and she says, "Look at all these chickens."
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at all those chickens.
That one's just pure. I like that one.
I have no clue, man. No clue.
This one is from Vanessa to me. It is another tap, which means I'll be sending you more weird bacon products. You know bacon floss exists. I did not, and I want some now. Thank you, Vanessa. Always telling me more about products that I never knew I needed in my life. And this one's from Pirate Speak, and I'm not going to try and say it, but do we speak Pirate Speak for enjoyment? Yes, actually. It's kind of a meme in my friend group.
I do not.
I don't, and I can't, so Yarg, I guess.
If you need a navigator on your crew, you came to the right place. That's what I'll say. That was my
Yes.
wrong. Anyways, this one's from Coop JC. Pancakes or waffles? Waffles.
Pancakes.
All right.
I mean, waffles are just pancakes with ab.
Waffle.
So
well, that's
obviously they're stronger.
best Belgian waffle. Melt chocolate chips. Put whipped topping on top. Delicious. That's the best waffle. It's so good. This is one of my. Oh, okay. This
Did
one's
you
my
want to
favorite
ask
memes.
that?
No, I like that meme a lot though.
Oh, okay.
I'll skip it though. This one is from I think it's Lasso. That's how you say it. Yeah. For everyone, biggest fear.
Spiders.
Trypanophobia, which is needles.
I actually have like two big fears, like that are kind of neck and neck with each other. One is like being like murdered, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's really weird. Like, I have had really weird dreams where I was killed in very random places. And yeah, I was going to say that too. Trypophobia is one of my biggest fears too. It's just so gross and it makes me cringe every time.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
I guess my fear is like the people I consider friends or like people I love not wanting to talk to me.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Did I cut out or?
Yeah.
Oh. I said the people like I consider friends or the people I love not wanting to talk to me anymore.
Oh. That's more sad, actually.
Yeah, I mean, luckily it hasn't happened yet. So.
All right. Trypophobia and trypanophobia are different, but yeah, trypophobia is not fun either. That's what my mom has.
It's so.
I don't mind it, but
I think like for me, the needles thing, but I'm fine with needles on my body. But when that needle gets close to my gum, that's no. I went for
to your gun?
Your gum, as in your your
gum.
mouth.
Yeah,
oh, I thought you said gun, and I'm like, wait,
Me
what?
too. At first, oh wait, that doesn't make sense.
Like when I went to get wisdom teeth removal, and they had like this thing, and they like pushed it up my gum and almost up to my nose. And
oh gosh. Okay.
That's so gross.
When I was little, I said I'd rather get tetanus than get a shot, and I stand by those words.
Oh my man.
The words of 7-year-old me.
Oh gosh, anti-vax.
This one is. I'll go briefly. My fam asked what my favorite experience from Minecon was. Going to the beach. Minecon was fine, but hanging out with friends was better. Went to this restaurant on the end of like a dock, and it was really, really cool. But yeah. This one. Cool. This is the real discourse from Super Nerd. Should pineapple pizza exist? Yes.
Yes.
As quoted by my good old president, it should be banned.
No.
I think it does.
Listen, if Gordon Ramsay didn't like pineapple on pizza, it does not go. Fight. How dare you disgrace pizza that way? How dare you?
It's great, okay?
Go away. You may leave.
What the?
Yeah, man.
All right. This one again from Super Nerd, Netflix or Hulu? I'd say Hulu. Most of my favorite shows are on Hulu.
Yeah, Hulu's just better.
I just don't have access to Hulu, so Netflix it is.
Yeah, I don't think Hulu is a thing in EU. So Netflix.
L.
I get Hulu. I think I like Hulu better because Netflix, they change their contracts all the time, so you see like shows get removed off Netflix pretty often, but with Hulu it doesn't happen as often. So.
Mhm.
It doesn't happen if they don't pay any attention to your region.
Although Hulu does make me sad because they have some shows that I want to watch, but they have it as a listing on their like thing, but it's not something you can watch. Like for example, like Game of Thrones, you have to have like the HBO extension to have it. I'm like, no, I need what? Why can't you just have it on there? But yeah, I just prefer Hulu over Netflix because more opportunities to watch cool shows.
All right. Yeah. Good. All around. Oh, okay. This one's from Tsunami Survivor. Favorite songs. I will not say mine. It is too embarrassing.
I think my favorite song is "Baby" by Justin Bieber.
I will.
You can fight me.
Is that?
And Crab Rave, as you can see by my Spotify status. Oh yeah, and Sweatshirt by Jacob Sartorius.
Oh my god.
What about Mine Diamonds?
Oh yeah, Mine Diamonds. If you guys attended karaoke today, my best friend Haze24 and I sang that song. It was amazing.
Oh my god. And y'all are messing with a K-pop person here. I'd probably, I don't know, since EXO is like my ultimate group, probably Tempo by EXO. Please listen to it. It's good. Stan EXO. Thanks. Stream EXO. Twice!
I think Avicii's Levels is always going to hold a big place in my heart.
I love Avicii.
I love every song. Influential musician. And Levels got me into electronic music, and it's a song I can listen to whenever, every time.
My favorite song by Avicii is Waiting for Love. I love that song so much.
He's a really good guy.
All right. Good choices, everyone. This one's from Lasso again. Favorite season? Winter, spring, fall, summer, or fall/autumn. For me, it's winter not because I like the snow, but just because everything gets warmer in winter. You get to have nice warm foods like soup, hot cocoa, get a nice fire going, get some cozy blankets. Halloween is in fall technically, but Halloween is close enough to winter. So
yeah, I prefer winter too.
I personally love autumn and winter. Maybe I like autumn more, but I moved to a place where it's basically summer all the time, and I don't like the heat. So, yeah.
Water seasons. I know no such thing. It's winter 80% of the time in Iceland, so I cannot answer this question.
Yeah, I prefer winter because it's really cold, and I just love the cold. I don't know why. My mom says it's probably because I was born on the hottest day of the year of my year. So I don't know. I could just go out in snow in shorts. I don't care. I love the cold. So winter is obviously my number one.
I like spring.
All right.
How dare you?
Excellent. This is from Class N to everyone. Favorite meme? I want to go first because I have a list of them. My first favorite, probably all time, is this one's kind of a old/obscure one. It's the come on down to the, and then they say the place, and then there's a bunch of there's 6 pictures describing what the place is like, but in a weird way. That's my favorite. I have a lot of examples if you want to hit me up. I like this cyberbullying meme where it's like the hello, you stinky whatever, go eat a whatever ugly. I like that one because the animals just, it's not a fake meme, it's a real meme. I like the who would win one. That one's really good. And then the most recent meme I really like is Bongo Cat because it's adorable.
Yes.
I love anything that has to do with TikTok. Like any meme that comes from TikTok is just great. Yeah, Just love everything like that.
Why do good girls like bad?
Hit or miss.
Huh?
If I had to pick, I have a few too. I actually really like that Gru meme where he's like looking at something and then, like he realizes what it says and he's like really happy presenting it, and then he looks at it and it's something really bad and he's like, oh. And then there's one, the Pikachu meme.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh yeah.
And also, my favorite meme of all time has to be Crab, because it goes with any.
Dude,
Yes, thank you for posting.
I was gonna mention Crab Rave because I listened to the song when it came out. Like I followed their label that promoted the song, so I listened to it on the 1st of April, and then I just kind of forgot about it, and then it just popped up around as a meme, and I was like, "What?" It's a good song though.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, could I go really quick?
Yeah.
Mine's probably the like I think it's like top 15 characters that could defeat Thanos within seconds.
Oh my god.
Wow.
All right. Good memes, everyone. Good memes. This is funniest moment in an interview from Tsunami Survivor for all of us. This one is this is an interview that I force everyone to listen to when they become an RA or recruiter. So if you're applying for RA, get ready to actually be forced to listen to this. And they're not on Mineplex anymore, so I don't feel bad about saying this, but at one point she wanted me to talk to her fiance to like I don't know if it was to like have him convince me that she was a good person, but that was probably it transcended the word awkward into like another realm where nothing is real. That was probably the funniest overall, because I can just look back at that every single time and laugh because it's so ridiculous. And I have it on recording, so it's here with us forever.
I haven't had that many interviews to do this, but I don't really want to talk about it either because it was a really recent one. Dang. But since they're still on Mineplex, I won't talk about it. But let's just say there's a lot of things that happened in the background that was hilarious. So, yeah.
For me, I would say that something happened in my very first interview that I conducted, and Fire was there, but the applicant ended up saying something at the very end of the interview that kind of just...
It was a little weird.
Yeah, it was weird. He is not in the channel, but I'm not going to repeat what he said.
So just be careful with what you say about your interviewer specifically. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It was just odd.
Yeah.
I kind of got like shooken up after it. I'm like,
weird.
Okay.
Oh god. I think mine are actually not something I conducted, but like interviews where I listen in and they become kind of a memeable interview, and we start talking about it in our text chat, and the interviewer starts laughing mid-question.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
Fire.
Do that to Sage all the time.
Yeah. That like happened during that same interview I was just talking about, and it was just not good.
I felt so bad. She just started laughing.
They're famous for like we sometimes talk outside of the interview, so then we say some funny things and then it makes us laugh. So
yeah. I'm like a very giggly person, so it's just easy for me to like laugh at anything.
It might not even be something related to the interview either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire ended up sending like a meme in chat, and I looked at it as I was asking a question, and that just kind of pushed me over the edge.
I can't. It's great.
We have the best memes. Like,
oh yeah.
This next one is, I know you said you didn't want your name pronounced like that, I'll say I do. I do it. I do it. I don't know. I know you just didn't want to pronounce like idiot, so that's not what I said. But I'll answer this short, sweet, to the point. How do you think Mineplex impacted your life as a whole? Well, I am engaged to someone I met through Mineplex now, and we live together, so that's your answer. This one is from Breezelet. For all of us, when are Bedrock Open interviews going to open? Don't know.
Never.
They usually open every like 4 to 5 to 6 months. So, yeah, e-dating before it was cool. I haven't thought about opening Bedrock Open interviews recently. Probably.
I think it's also often Nathan says open interviews, and we're like, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's like, hey, can you guys do open interviews? Sure. If I had to guess, we would probably do it next in spring. So like a couple months away. We just opened our app, so we're gonna have to deal with that for a bit. But yeah. The worst interview you've ever seen. I already answered that.
I'm gonna say my goodbyes. Goodbye, everybody. It was very fun.
Bye, Finn.
Everybody has a
Bye,
fantastic
Finn.
night. Bye.
literally joined. This one is from Animal for All of Us. Do you remember being a trainee / helper? A little bit.
Yeah. I do remember.
Mine was recent, but yeah, I do remember my trial. It was pretty cool. I had the best mentor.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
But I didn't mentor you.
Oh, my pain. All right.
I think
just kind of
my trainee trial was so short that I just didn't really create any memories. So no, not really. I checked my like cards because when I got promoted to recruitment, it was like TM as well, so I had access to all the TM logs. So I looked at my trainee card and got nostalgic, but that's about it.
I love you, Kenny. All right. This next one, I'm gonna skip because that seems a little niche. This one's from Animal to All of Us. Whose idea was it to make it so trainee applications need to be responded to between 1 to 10 days? That's kind of always been the rule. We don't want it to be. We have it a certain time for when before we can reject an app, because before they didn't used to have a time. And I can't really explain to you guys how crushing it is to get your app rejected like 2 hours after you submitted it. Like, that's barely any time at all if you think about it. So we have that now as like a courtesy thing. But between 1 and 10 days, because we don't want you guys to wait forever, but we need time to like read the app, comment it, come to a decision. We don't just like all look at it and be like, oh, it looks good, let's move it in 2 days. That doesn't happen. So
it's also like we have the processing of applications, which is the first stage, which we assume takes no more than 48 hours. And then we take a week to analyze and evaluate the application. And that's kind of where the 10 days come from as well, because it's just work like that.
Mm-hmm. It can be different, but that's usually how it is. It can go faster, it can go a little slower, but usually, yeah. The next one's from Waspter again. How long does it usually take from applying to being accepted? I'd say on average right now at probably about 3 weeks-ish. Maybe a little longer, maybe a little shorter, depending.
Yeah. It also depends on you, so like how you do things.
Yeah, it depends on your overall activity.
Yes.
Especially after like the interview stage.
It's also something to do with time zone, since I am, now that Arrow doesn't have internet, I'm the only recruitment team member in the EU time zone. So if you're an EU applicant and you are on EU times, we basically have to meet so you can get processed through observations. While on the US side, you have 6 recruiters. So,
Well, I'm kind of fake AU too, because I don't sleep.
Everything.
Yeah, you're your own time, actually.
Yeah, I'm my own time
Saves time.
zone.
me too. 5?
Okay, sorry. Next one. From Really Tired. You spell his name right this time. Good job. Ducks or penguins? Trying to settle a debate. Penguins.
Penguins.
Penguins. Penguins.
Yes.
My favorite animal. I mean, they're so cute, and they waddle, and they honk, and they protect their babies' life, and it's just cute. They go through the harshest winters for their babies. Are you kidding me?
Good answers, everyone. Dull.
Passionate about penguins.
Dull. It was ducks or penguins, so that's an easy to answer. Okay. I'm gonna skip the next couple. From Hiccuping, do you like Avengers? Yeah. I think we all do.
Not me.
They're okay. I'm not gonna say I hate them or I like them, but if I had to pick one, probably Captain America, because I don't know, actually. Either them or Thor. I don't know.
I'm not really like interested in like superheroes or like action movies. So like I haven't really tried watching the Avenger movies, so I can't really say that I don't or do like them, but I don't like them.
A hardcore fan, but I mean, I went to the new Avengers film 2 times, and I do follow the new like Marvel movies as well. But it's not like I'm on an email list where I get notified whenever it shows up in movies. It's just my friend group likes them, so I join them, and I like the films. But favorite Avenger would be Doctor Strange.
I'm the odd man out on this one because I'm a hardcore fan. It's very Marvel in specific, but especially Iron Man has a very special place in my heart, and so I won't get too into it because it's kind of emotional. But yeah. Next is from Troy. Favorite emote in game.
I like the fishy emote.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
The only one I know is Shrug, so Shrug.
I like the amino.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that one, but I want to say shrug because I use it the most, and it's always a mood. So like I shrug all the time.
I like this guy one because finger guns is the way of life.
Oh yeah. Isn't there like a table flip one, or am I just like delusional?
No, that's
okay.
there.
Okay, yeah.
Next, speak any other languages? Japanese for me.
Hi.
I can't even speak English.
I'm also with Sage.
Like I can't even speak my first language.
Hi, Genki. I'm learning Japanese now, but I do know a bit of Spanish, and of course so yeah.
Love me EU education. I'm fluent in Icelandic, and I can speak Danish, and I can understand Swedish and Norwegian because it's basically the same language.
Stop flexing.
I know, right? Dang.
The next one is from Tsunami Survivor, and it just says biggest gamer moment. Probably whenever I go to I go to a lot of Pokemon tournaments, and I win a fair amount of time, like first place. So I guess that's my biggest gamer flex. winning Pokemon tournaments, but I went to regionals and I did decently, but yeah.
I'm not a huge gamer, so most of the stuff I do is on Mineplex. But I do want to flex that it was so cool. I was playing Cake Course with my friends, and they were about to eat our cake. But there was like a bridge coming to our island, and I jumped off. I sacrificed myself to knock off like 2 people. It was pretty much how I recorded it, so you can see what happened. Like I just spam clicked and jumped off, and they're knocked off, and I killed them. So that was pretty rad.
I
So,
think I should flex my biggest gamer moment of winning a game of Uno. So yeah.
Wow, dude.
Nice.
Uno so easy.
Save some for the rest of us.
Oh my god, praise God.
I think my biggest game moment is going to be going to LAN tournaments and competing. You don't become a more gamer.
Dang.
Mhm.
I mean, like, I only play Minecraft and Uno. That's it.
I go to Smash tournaments too, but I'm really not the best when it comes to competitive. I'm learning and I'm practicing, but that's fun too.
I'm bad at fighting games. I just
love
play those
fighting
kind of
games.
strategic games,
Oh,
like
yeah.
Town of Salem or like Minecraft. Sometimes I play like Legend of Zelda, Mario.
This is the real divider. From Animal, Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
I like me some vanilla Coke.
I literally do not care.
I mean, I don't really drink Pepsi often, but I can't drink Coke. I don't know. It just really makes me sick. I can't.
I mean, like, they both taste the same.
Drink water, people. It's good for you.
You can drink water and drink soda. Hello. Do it at the same time. Even more healthy. Animal, I 100,000,000% agree with you there.
I think like
yeah, it does.
If I have a selection between Coke and Pepsi, I'm gonna go for Coke. But if Coke isn't there, it's not like I'm not gonna drink Pepsi because I don't care.
All right. This is a good one from Guardian in a Suit. How long have you been at Mineplex? I've been playing for 5 years-ish. I started playing regularly until like 7 or 8 months after that. And then I've been a staff member for 4 years.
I came to Mineplex around December 2015. So pretty late on. And then about 7-ish, 8-ish, 7 months, I became a staff member. So most of my time on Mineplex was staff. So I want to say about 2 and I can't do math right now. My brain is dead. So yeah, maybe 2 years.
2 plus 2 is 4.
Yeah, so we're gonna do 2015, 2019. So we're gonna say like 3 years. So yeah.
I've been playing since May of 2016. I'm a pretty late starter.
I won't say 2015, but I don't think I started like seriously becoming active until 2016. But I do not have the memory to know these things. I'm sorry.
Feel ancient. This is not fair. All right. I mean, just to tell you guys, if you want to go by milestones instead of years, I started playing on Mineplex before the EULA was a thing.
What?
Yeah, that's the real long time right there.
I love getting all the kits.
Right? That was some
and
best
I just get it as a staff member. The sole reason why I became staff member, I couldn't get the kits anymore.
Well, I mean, yeah.
First year.
Okay. From Breezelet, what is your favorite Minecraft parody? His is
Mine Diamonds.
Yeah, Mine Diamonds or Minecraft Best.
I don't even know at this point.
think I love the node blocks parodies of Tom.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the crab rave one. I think it's
Crab
great.
Rave one.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The Root Sandstorm, of course.
All right. This one's interesting from Sweaty Daniel. How would you describe yourself? Says we're the coolest senior mod team. Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my answer.
I would not describe myself. That is my answer.
Well, I don't know. I just try to be a nice person. I try to be happy with people. You know, just be positive. So I guess I'm a positive person. So, but yeah, aw, I love you guys too. I don't know. Like I'm pretty social. Sometimes I'm social now, at least, and happy, and I love being. I'm a good noodle. I am a good noodle. That's yeah.
All right. Oh, Sage, do you want to?
I don't really know how to describe myself.
Okay.
She almost thought shit.
All right. This is a good question too from Callum. In Block Hunt, chicken or flower pot?
Chicken.
Chicken for the memes, flower pot for competitive. I mean it.
I don't play Block Hunt.
That's really tough. I'd say it depends on the map.
Chicken is best though.
Like chicken with
it's hilarious when you get killed by
yeah. Chicken with the shocking kit.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. Is like OP, you know, like you can just win.
All right.
That's great.
Another from Super Nerds. Is everyone loving the new lobby? It's not really new, so I'm gonna say, but I mean, it's good for nostalgia, but I'm not gonna get into it. That's my answer. Sickle, that's literally the perfect description. The lobby reinstated. Literally perfect description.
Yeah, I just hang out with Morgan Rubin.
Mood.
Just to hide from people.
We only have a handful left, and then I think we're gonna end it off, fellas. But from Animal, do you watch wrestling? No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
It's a joke. No.
That one was fast.
I only watch like basketball and that's it.
I watch it. It's kind of cringy, low key.
I watch NHL, but that's and baseball sometimes, but that's this one's from Toki. Favorite taco type?
Every taco type is my favorite.
I guess I don't know what it's called, but basic taco.
If we're talking about Taco Bell here, probably the Doritos.
Yeah, those are amazing.
So, but other than that, I like any kind of taco as long as it doesn't have guacamole on it.
If you're talking, I'm sorry.
Oh, you can go.
If we're talking like favorite Mexican food, because I adore Mexican food, it would probably be either an enchilada or nachos for me. But I love fajitas as
well. Yes.
I just love Mexican food. I just love food, honestly.
I really don't like the hard taco shells. I really like the tortilla tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like both, yeah.
Mine is soft taco with chicken, and the chicken has it's Icelandic chicken spice. I don't know if it's any special, but it's from Iceland. And then salsa sauce, and that's it.
Nice.
Love that.
I prefer chicken. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I said shrimp fajitas or chicken. I don't eat shrimp, so chicken by default.
Same. But I was like, if you guys want a nice, cool food tip, totally get the Doritos Locos, the nacho fries, and put it on taco. You, it's and then they have queso, like I think like queso, like the nacho cheese that you. Oh my god, that's the best combination, hands down.
Sounds amazing. From Breezelet, is water wet?
No.
Yes.
No,
I absolutely
not
hate that
wet.
question.
Stop asking me this question. It is not.
Okay, let's move on.
Is fire burnt?
It's fire hot. Yes. This one's from Toki. Good one. Any stories about regretting that you denied someone? I felt bad about denying people before, but I wouldn't say I've regretted rejecting people at a specific time, but not like the rejection in and of itself. Like somebody I rejected I didn't realize they had a bad life situation happen to them at that same time, so I was low-key like, well, it just added to their troubles. That's not good. But I mean, if they need to get rejected, then I'm not gonna like change my mind because I feel bad for them or something.
Yeah. I don't really have feelings of sadness when I deny people. Maybe I'm just evil, but yeah, denying is pretty cool. So
I feel powerful.
Nothing significant has happened to me personally, like to like someone, unless someone like roasted me in my DMs about denying the application.
Oh, jeez.
But even then, I don't regret it. So
Islin gets the best like private messages from trainee applicants.
I know, right?
I'm convinced he gets the best ones.
If you're angry about applications, yeah, if you're angry about applications, please message me. I want to see it. Thank you.
Got a really harsh one just this morning.
Oh yeah.
For me,
No.
Okay. For me, there are cases where I feel maybe not bad, but I feel like I'm doing the wrong thing when I reject people, and that's especially after interviews. But that is only when I reject them, because then usually it happens is I hypothesize that something is going to happen and I reject them out of safety. And I'm like sidestepping with it, and then I'm like, should I really do that? But then they go around and justify my rejection completely afterwards, and I no longer feel bad about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Mood.
I've teased this a lot too, and every day I get closer and closer to doing it. But I've been collecting the best apps, the best PMs, the best forum posts, and the best appeals that I've seen on Mineplex for the past like probably 3 years or 3.5 years I started doing this. I currently have over 100 screenshots of the best PMs, and someday I'm gonna make an Imgur album with all of them and show you guys it with the names blurred out, of course, but just some of the PMs we get, you guys probably would not believe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably up for debate whether Forum Ninjas or whether we get the better PMs, but
I think like a good tip for any applicants out there, if you want to get accepted, do not cuss your recruiter in PMs after they reject you.
That should seem like common sense, but some of you guys would have proved us wrong with that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, also don't say like you're gonna kill them or you're gonna hunt them down or something, because we've gotten that before too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Insane.
Like, it's not that deep, guys. It's not that deep.
Oh yeah. Multiple times, by the way, guys. This isn't like a one person thing.
This is a common occurrence.
It's quite common. Yeah, exactly, Toki.
And don't rant about it in here on Discord, please.
Because we have eyes everywhere.
Especially me, because I'm here all the time. So I'm like in here.
From Breezelet, what do you do in Staff 1? If I'm in Staff 1, I'm usually processing apps or checking like applicant histories or observing someone. So that's what I do in Staff 1.
I AFK. I'm kidding. Paco, don't ban me.
I'm always AFK. What do you mean?
Yeah, totally. I don't know. I kind of just run around and take a break sometimes. Like when people are overwhelming me, I go in there to take a break. If I'm online and I just feel like doing application comments, I just do that.
Yeah, me too.
But sometimes I'm not even in the staff one, or what I do sometimes. So like the whole /vanish kind of bug. That way, if you unvanish in the game, I do kind of go in there just to get it off real fast. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know.
I usually like annoy other staff members in staff one just because. Yeah, that's what I do.
All right.
Just like to sit in there while I'm doing work, and that doesn't really need to be Mineplex work. Even if I'm working on an essay or something, it's good to use staff one as a break from that, because a lot of communication goes through there, so it's fun to just be there.
All right. From Guardian in a Suit, how would you hide a draft from the government? I live with a government employee, so I would not be able to.
Rip.
Put them in the fridge.
Oh my god. I paint them like a tree and put them in my backyard. Because I have like a huge, if you guys can't see, of course, but I have like an actual tree that looks like yeah, like it's cool. I might take a picture of it later and show you guys. But yeah, I'll hide them back there because it's nice and tall and painting like a.
All right. Good question. Do you get demoted for being AFK for over 5 minutes? Yes, every time. No, I'm kidding. You will get if you AFK too much for too long, you'll get a warning, and then if you do it again, you'll get another warning. You'd have to be AFK excessively to get demoted over it. If you're a staff member and she does this to her too, check /PH Jadeleaf and just look at how many times Jade's been AFK banned. Like just for funsies, I dare you. But yeah, you won't get demoted for being AFK for over 5 minutes, unless it's like something you are doing multiple times a day, every day.
Yeah, that is a staff management question, actually.
I got AFK banned when I was a moderator because I was watching Grey's Anatomy and I forgot that I was in staff one. So like I just left my room and I came back and I saw my phone and like my computer was just blown up with like Slack notifs and I was just like, oh geez, I got banned.
This is a good. This will be our last question, I think. If every human on Earth except you died, what would you
join?
What?
Wow.
Whoa.
I'm not saying it like that.
Wow, what a way to end the Q&A.
Okay, well.
Okay, well that's it, guys. Bye. See you guys later.
Okay.
No, but I'm saying, like, I can't stay being alone. I really can't. Like, I like being alone. Like when there's people to avoid, but when you're alone, like by default, it's like no. What do I do? So I probably just end up like not like doing it myself, but like eventually like die of heartbreak. Some kind of hard.
Just the way that you said it, I'll join them. Like,
yeah, that's a little hardcore.
I'm sorry. That was. Well, yeah. Right.
Have you ever banned yourself? No. I've warned myself before. That was like right before we made the rule where you couldn't like warn yourself or like give a joke punishment to yourself or your friends. Because my friend, I had a bunch of people who kept giving me warning for caps while I was a staff member. Every single punishment on my history has been since I've been a staff member.
Me too.
Yeah. And so I was just like, it was a joke. Please don't. I was really nervous. The first punishment I ever got was this is like the oldest of the old. Before we had like mentor assistants, TMA, that kind of thing, we had this thing called the SR team that just did all of the SRs for all the mentors. And they didn't, since there were so many trainees or helpers back then, they didn't know who the helpers were. So if the form glitched, which it did quite often, then if it had the person who you were reporting as the reporter and you as the person who's being punished, they would just ban you, and that's what happened to me. So I was freaking out. I messaged my mentor. I was like, I got banned in game. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did. But yeah,
something similar, like that happened to me when I was a trainee. I was like in a game, and I just randomly for spam, and it was from like a slash report from like a mob, and like I freaked out because I was like, what did I do? Like, wait, is this like a mistake? So then I had my friend remove the warning. So yeah, similar situation.
I had a recent one where I was doing an observation in a lobby, and Oscaris was there, and he was like, there were guys on alts coming and flying around. Oscaris
I remember this.
Punish me as I was in disguise.
Oh my god!
So he punished my like main account because he thought I was my alt account, but I was on my.
Nice.
That was hilarious.
So it popped up in chat like, Oscaris banned isn't here, and I'm like, what?
Oscar got so freaked out. It was really funny.
I never banned myself, but I do know someone who messed up the whole SR thing. So I guess it's like a PSA if you're ever. I'm not sure if you guys remember Miss Supercrafter, but like she actually, we have SRs of course. She accidentally put her name in front for the offender and then offender name as hers, and so when her mentor banned all of the people he was supposed to ban, she got banned. And she came crying to me like, "Oh no, I got banned. What did I do?" And she found out that she messed up the SR. So just pay attention if you ever become a trainee to do the form right, please, so you don't freak out and you don't.
Like
Sage, Sage can tell you that that's what I say in the intro meeting. Be careful with whose name you put.
Yeah. And like a couple weeks ago, I would say, I was in Staff 1 and I received multiple Slack messages from a moderator who had banned themselves, and I had to be like the one to remove it. So yeah, like staff members have banned themselves. Yeah, that was Troy. Yeah.
Way to go.
It happens. It's okay. You guys feel good ending it off right there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It was quite a bit. We did answer a lot of questions.
Oh yeah. We got through them all. Well, I guess I'll say thank you everyone for stopping by our TAP, and hopefully we can do it again sometime in the future. Make sure to apply for RA if you're a staff member and you want to. Make sure to apply to newsletter and translations if you want to. You don't even have to be staff to join those teams, but
yeah.
So yeah.
A trainee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Thanks for stopping by.
Love you all.
Right,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye everyone. I don't know how to close the channel, so someone else will have to do that. Bye.
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 You're all bad. What the heck, Troy?
Sorry, I've been wanting to do that for such a long time.
Why are you meowing? Why?
Why not?
Hey, Jay.
What's good, Sobki?
Hello. Hello there.
Hi, g'day, mate.
Hello,
G'day.
I like your accent.
G'day, Craig the kangaroo out here.
We love Craig.
By my much.